Me and the boys after the nuclear war. Genghis Khan reading his child support bill 1225 colorized. Jews, Muslims and Protestants. We are hard-working members of Spanish society. We just want to worship God a little differently. Spanish monarchy. I see this as an absolute sin. Cyberpunk is so unrealistic. There's no way a corporation could take over and run an entire country. Pepsi Navy. Am I a joke to you? Winston Churchill telling to never surrender. British government in 1940. British people. What did she do? Not drown when we put her underwater. Nobody. Reactor 4 on 26 April 1986. Unlimited power. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it didn't happen. Me and the boys preparing to cross a jungle in Nam. Me and the boys after we crossed that jungle. American ships. I think the plane ran out of ammo. Guys, don't worry. Japanese pilots. Check this out. Time traveler from 1919. So how the world changed after the Great War. Me. Do you mean World War I? Time traveler from 1919. Hold up. I have a neutron. I have uranium 235. Japan is gone. Girls, my car only seats 4. Sorry, boys. Citizens of Berlin on November 9th, 1989. Oh yeah. People, the US won't go to war over just a dumb ship, right? Historians. Me and the boys getting totally owned by Medusa. We did it. We time traveled. But to what year? Let me ask that guy over there. Hey, is the Library of Alexandria still standing? No, we are too late. The 95 Thesis. Catholic Church. Nobles looking to take land from the church. Senate. Man, I'm so glad Caesar is dead. And we can finally revive the Republic. Augustus. We did it. We time traveled. But to what year? Let me ask that guy over there. Is China having a civil war? Of course. We are somewhere between forever and always. Europe after World War I. Somebody's gotta pay. Pay for what? I don't know. Just pay. The 2 Romans guards checking after 3 days to see Jesus is gone. Stalin. Attending his first wife's funeral. With her dies my last warm feelings for humanity. Future USSR. When you are a businessman in 1920s America. Starks. Americans after World War II. French are so dumb and weak. They wouldn't even be a nation if we didn't help them. America if the French never existed. Do you smoke? I only smoke when I win a world war. Your lungs are in perfect health. Cyberpunk is so unrealistic. There's no way a corporation could take over a country. Old Chiquita and all. Are we a joke to you? Half of the population disappearing in the Avengers is so original. The Black Death. Am I a joke to you? Someone. Hey Teddy, look at those cool trees. Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Why is when something happens, it is always you three? Japan. Why are we invading China? Hirohito. Japan is finite. Its resources. Finite. The Middle East in the first millennium. The Middle East after World War I. World War I generals sacrificing thousands of men for 10 feet of land. Starks. Everyone today when they see a tank. Cool. Germans 102 years ago when they saw a tank. Run. The USA bombs Japan. The USA injured. Good. France builds impenetrable wall. Germany goes around it. France, you weren't supposed to do that. Germans in 1933. I hate democracy. When your tribe leader threatens you with his stick, but you bring out your chiseled stone hammer, are you really in charge here? KGB bunny hear all your conversations and knows what you're up to. Is 300 alert? Depends on the context. Pennies? No. Spartans? Yes. Yes, I'm an LGBT supporter. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Americans uses the two-party system. George Washington, you weren't supposed to do that. Tiger 1 drives over a small rock. Tiger 1 transmission. I have decided that I want to die. Belgians in Europe. Belgians in Africa. France wins more battles than everyone else. The rest of the world, unfortunately for you, history will not see it in that way. When you leave Liechtenstein with 80 men and return with 81 Starks. Philosophers, you don't exist. Descartes, no, I think. Priests explaining why you need to buy your way to heaven. Nobody is born cool. You can't just lose 2 world wars and still have a major world economy. Germany, observe. World War II ends. The USA and the Soviet Union. Okay, so you're a rocket scientist. This is Ecuador. He fought goats with helicopters and Judas goats and won the goat war. Ecuador is smart. Be like Ecuador. I'm talking to you, Australia. This is a civil war. China. This is the 7th week in a row you've shown civil war in class. Communism in theory. Communism in practice. At last. The sword of truth. Sword of truth. Give me your wisdom. Today, Prussia is only used as a geographical expression. When someone says the 5th Chinese dynasty was the Ming dynasty, it's Han, but that's okay. French officer, what's that annoying noise in the Ardennes forest? French officer 1 minute later. Me and the boys going to World War I. Me and the boys after World War I. The Weimar Republic printing more money to solve the economic crisis. Starks. Scientists invent bracelet that gives an electric shock to the wearer every time they get invaded. Poland. Cyberpunk is so unrealistic. There's no way a corporation could take over and run an entire country. The East India Company. What's that? I can't hear you over the sound of our stocks rising. Napoleon was average height. Everyone. Unfortunately for you, history will not see it that way. The First Crusade. The 7th Crusade. Trump. I have been the worst treated president in history. Lincoln. Am I a joke to you? An instant classic loved by everyone. 2nd season global success and acclaim. Change of producers. Still a hit with a bit of controversy amongst the fans. Huge drop on ratings. Eventually cancelled. New modern reboot. Not as good as the previous seasons, but still highly underrated. Me before finals. Me after finals. Habsburg. Keep the bloodline pure. Also Habsburg. Me and the Habsburg boys. The Emu War. Australians. We fought the best we could. Rest of the world. I swear. I won't get political tonight. Me. 3 drinks later. I serve the Soviet Union. My ancestors seeing me wearing pants. Absolutely barbaric. Being like every other country in the world. And being a state with an army. Having an army with a state. This is my new wife. Henry. This is the 7th week in a row you've shown a new wife in class. We have 12 years to limit climate change catastrophe. Warns UN. Now this looks like a job for me. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe the channel if you haven't already. Also check out my Discord server for some extra juicy memes. The link is in the description. Thank you for watching.